Good evening. We are live in the den on the campus of Beechwood High School in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky, where we will be bringing you live play-by-play action of tonight's 9th Region All-A Classic first-round matchup between your 3-0 Beechwood Tigers, led by Coach Eric Getz, and the 2-2 Villa Madonna Vikings, Greg Polgears, Vikings, remember that, led by first-year coach Trevor Gold. I am Mike Murphy. My partner tonight is none other than the voice of reason within the pearly gates of Fort Mitchell, Greg Polgears. Our producer is Katie Murphy, and we are the Beechwood Sports Radio Network. Greg, almost 1 year ago, January 18th, 2020, our Tigers fell in one of the most dramatic games of the season, 49-46 to a tremendous St. Henry team in the finals of the 2020 All-A Classic. The Crusaders, behind standouts Wyatt Beath and Jude Bessler, went on to win the state All-A Classic, defeating Frankfort 77-70. That, I believe, was one of the biggest regrets of Coach Eric Getz and his staff last year. I think that game still sits with them. Tonight, against Villa Madonna, begins the journey back to McBrayer Arena in Eastern Kentucky University for these Tigers.
Yeah, no doubt, Michael. And I'll start off by wishing a very happy birthday. What is that, number 36 for you?
Well, you're a little younger than that, Greg. Come on, just look at me. Come on.
I know, you're a beautiful specimen.
That's right.
But no, Mike, you're exactly right. You know, this is the road to redemption. You know, that was a game that was quite honestly probably lost at the free throw line. So, you know, we all know that left a very, very bad taste in their mouth. And, you know, they're looking to redeem themselves this year. And, again, you know, I think Beechwood and St. Henry, it's going to come down to those two teams. Unfortunately, they're in the same bracket.
Actually, we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem, and we'll be right back. Thanks for listening. Go Tigers. And we are back getting ready for a tip-off of tonight's All-A Classic opener. First-round action between your Beechwood Tigers and the Villa Madonna Vikings. Greg, the Tigers come in just really, you know, and I think even Coach Getz would admit in terms of what you want to see out of your team in the first three games, I think he is very pleased. The Tigers are 3-0. They're averaging 68 points a game, only allowing 46 points a game. And it just looks really good right now. So this should be they should, as you alluded to, they should be able to make a really great run at a berth in the State All-A Classic starting tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, it's really been fun to watch these Tigers so far this year. The team chemistry has been outstanding. The way they have shared the ball, the unselfish basketball that they are playing on the offensive end, has been really great to see. You know, as we've talked a lot, Mike, that, you know, obviously a lot of teams are going to come in and they're going to key on Scotty Drought. When Scotty Drought can penetrate and get that defense to collapse on him and he kicks it out, that's when Beechwood's playing their best basketball, and then we've seen quite a bit of that so far this season, this early season.
Right. We weren't able to broadcast Saturday when the Tigers hosted Cincinnati Doan here at the Den, but the Tigers came out victorious in that game, 76-51. In that game, Greg, Scotty Drought, 30 points, 11 of 16 from the floor, 7 rebounds. Will Downton with 17 points, including 3 triples. Cameron Boyd, 10 points off the bench, turning into a real nice six-man there. And Cameron Decker with another 10-plus rebound performance with 10 rebounds. They're heading in the right direction. And although tonight, not Villa Madonna, and kudos to them for knocking off Bellevue in the play-in game to get to this round. This is not a good matchup for Villa Madonna, but kudos to them for getting here.
Yeah, no doubt. If statistically, if you take a look at Villa Madonna, they're a team that really kind of struggles to score a little bit. They struggle to rebound. Beechwood's got to come out quick out of the gate and just really eliminate any hope that Villa has. You can't allow them to hang around.
Coach Getz is going to want to see very few mistakes, disciplined basketball, and team basketball.
So Beechwood does win the coin toss. They start with possession. Will Downton gets the ball. He penetrates, kicks it out to Dowd. Dowd knocks down the 3. Good start for Beechwood, Mike.
Absolutely. It's Scotty's fourth three-pointer of the year, and nothing but net.
Beechwood coming out, man-to-man defense. They pressure it. Alex Gannon with the early turnover for Villa on their first possession.
Villa led by senior Dominic Martin, who comes into tonight averaging 10.7 points per game. The Vikings, not a high-powered offense. They come into tonight averaging 38.5 points a game.
Cam Herget inbounds the ball. Scotty Drought runs point, which we've seen quite a bit of this early season. He penetrates, brings it out to the corner, kicks it to Rolfe. Rolfe knocks down the 3. Good to see him off to the quick start.
Absolutely.
Dominic Martin brings it up. He gets it to Sam Squeary. Squeary back to Martin, sets up the offense. Gets it to Squeary. Squeary penetrates, goes to the glass, puts it strong for 2.
Squeary, a senior, came into tonight averaging 4.5 points a game.
Villa Madonna showing a trapping full-court defense, easily broken by Beechwood as they find Herget for the easy layup. Dominic gets over to Thyman. Thyman penetrates. Mike, I can't see who's in the corner over there. Gets it back out to Thyman on the wing. Thyman penetrates, loses it. Herget comes up with it, gets it to Sweet Willie deep.
Showtime! There it is. Man, can he get up.
The big smooth, Will Downton with the beautiful dunk. Chillo with the ball. He turns it over. Drops up. Rolfe comes up with it, drops it off to number 13, Cam Decker, who goes up strong and draws the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I can tell you Cam Decker has worked his tail off in the last week to improve on what he feels like is a disappointing performance, even though he's been currently ranked the #1 rebounder in Northern Kentucky. He struggled a little bit from the field, so good to see him getting off to a solid start tonight. That was a strong post move right there by Cam.
Cam Decker's your glue guy. He's the guy that puts on the hard hat and does whatever this Tigers teams need. But, as you referenced, Mike, he's gotten out of the gate a little bit slow shooting the ball this season.
So 13-2 run by the Tigers to start this game. 5 different Tigers scoring in the first couple of minutes. Led by Cameron Decker with 3 and Scotty Drought and Will Rolfe with 3 apiece. So, as expected. But, again, you have to put yourself as a team, as a coaching staff, in the mindset of it doesn't matter who we're playing, we're going to play the same way. And Coach has alluded to that's been a struggle for the last couple of years. So, great start here by the Tigers.
Yeah, Cam Decker leading the team in free throw shooting at 83%, knocks down both of them. Out of the timeout, it'll be Villa ball. Chillo will inbound. Beechwood showing full court, man-to-man pressure. This is in Thyman. Thyman skip past the Squeary. Squeary back to Thyman. Thyman a little difficulty holding on to it. Now he turns it over. Drought comes up with it. Decker got the hand on it. Drought penetrates, goes up strong, puts it in for an easy 2. 15-2. Tigers jumping out of the gates quickly.
5 points early for Scotty Drought.
Martin has the ball in the wing. He's double-teamed.
Big block right there by Scotty.
Grannon went up for it. Beautiful block by Drought. Gets out to Rolfe in the corner. He pulls for 3. No good, but who's there? Decker. Decker misses the first one, able to tip it back in for 2.
5 points early for Cameron Decker as well. Again, hard work pays off. Coach Getz loves the attitude and the dedication that young man has to improving his game, paying off early in this contest tonight.
Squeary triple teamed. He turns it over. Rolfe comes up with the steal. Gets it to Herget, who's left alone. Herget with the short jumper, and it's good.
Well, you love to see Cameron Herget knocking down jumpers like that. Again, like Cameron Decker, like Will Rolfe, he struggled a little bit from the floor early this season, but that is typical of Cameron Herget. Once he gets going, he is dangerous.
Tigers again, Villa's picking up their dribble just past half court. It's almost like you have a third defender there when they're double teamed. They're really struggling with this pressure. Decker comes up with it off. Looks like it may be off his foot. It is. So Villa ball off the turnover.
Villa comes into tonight 2-2. As we said, averaging 30.5 points a game. They lost to Lloyd 95-25. Lost to Grant County 73-38.
Again, I believe that was Decker got a hand on the ball. Villa really struggling with this full court pressure. Will Doughton comes up with it, goes to the line strong, finishes. He'll go to the line for the and one.
And how many times have we said this over the last couple of years? Villa, like many other teams that have come into the Den, they haven't seen anything like this, Greg.
Yeah, and we've talked a lot about it the first 3 games this season, Mike. Beechwood has, 5 guys that all have long arms that can play pressure defense, and they're creating havoc right now in this game. Will Doughton almost with the steal. Villa comes up with it, but that will be a push-off offensive foul on Martin for Villa. Beechwood ball.
So Villa started the season off with losses to Lloyd and Grant County, but then they have back-to-back victories over Bellevue, including, as we alluded to, the play-in game to get into the first round of the LA, a 54-41 victory over Bellevue on Monday night.
Drought running point. Got tangled up a little bit there. That's one of those cases, Mike, where I wonder if maybe Cam Herget was out of position. Drought looked for the corner. Nobody was there. I think he was expecting a teammate to be there. Again, Beechwood with the turnover off the press. Beautiful pass by Doughton. However, Cam Decker's unable to convert. Off of Beechwood, Villa ball.
This is Villa coach Trevor Gold. It's his first season replacing Nathan Diltz, who was here for quite a time with Villa.
Chillo gets the ball in the middle of the floor.
Diltz coach
tries to get it up, but it'll be a kickoff. Scotty Drought.
Diltz coach for 7 seasons, went 72 and 129. He honestly did a really great job. Unfortunately, Villa, they don't get the talent that some other schools get.
Granum penetrates, kicks it out to Colin Chillo. Chillo pulls for 3, no good, but offensive rebound by Villa. Thyman with the ball. Kicks over to Chillo. Chillo over to Papa Kirk. Gotta love that name.
That is excellent.
Thyman gets the ball. He penetrates, but he travels. And, Mike, we have a Chappie sighting in the building.
Oh, my. I can't believe it took
the
us
living
that
legend
long.
of Northern Kentucky officiating.
The GOAT of the NKOA.
So 4 minutes ago, 21-2. Villa showing some token full court pressure. Drough's going to run point as Villa drops off into their half-court defense, man-to-man. Drought using the double screen. Gets over to Doughton. Doughton left over for 3. He pulls it. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Wow. Doughton with 7 points in the first quarter so far. Tigers lead 24-2.
Chillo to Thyman. Thyman back to Chillo. Villa breaks the press. Thyman penetrates, drops it off, shots up, no good. Rebounded by Decker. Decker to Drought.
Depending on how long he plays, Decker may finish with 20 rebounds.
Drought gets in the paint, goes up strong, no good. But, Mike, that's something that we've talked quite a bit with Coach Eric Getz is it's hard to stop Drought when he gets in the paint. Unfortunately, he's unable to convert there. 3 minutes, 27 seconds go. 24-2. Beechwood with a commanding lead early in this first quarter. Rolfe goes left, thought about the 3, drops it off to Decker. Decker kicks it to Herget. Herget pulls for 3.
Mercy.
Nothing but the bottom of the net. Tigers shoot the ball very well at the start of the game.
That's 4 3-pointers so far in this first quarter for Beechwood. Tigers average 7.7 per game.
Tigers go 2-2-1, full court zone pressure. Villa able to crack it this time. Doughton across half court. Drops it over to Rolfe. Rolfe pulls for 3. No good. Cam Decker there for the offensive rebound. Goes up strong. No good. Tipped out to Herget.
Perfect tip out there.
Pulls for 3. No good. Will Doughton again keeping it alive. He's fighting hard down there. A lot of A lot of contact, no call. Rolfe pulls for three, no
There
good.
it is
Decker again with the offensive rebound, up strong, and it's
Wow.
good. 29-4, Tigers with the commanding lead.
Goodness, that's 7 points for Decker in this first quarter of action. He is just dominating the boards right now. As I said, he comes into tonight as the leading rebounder in Northern Kentucky. 3 consecutive double-digit rebound games to start the season. This will be his 4th. Just a fantastic effort by these Tigers early. But again, I mean, it's a mismatch.
Now I guess that was an official's timeout there, Mike. I don't really understand.
Not sure
I
what
thought
happened
Villa
there
called a timeout, but it wasn't long to be a true timeout. And our producer, Katie, has enlightened us that we have a bloody nose on the floor.
She doesn't miss a beat, Greg. I'll be honest with you.
So Villa ball, Papa Kirk on the wing.
Not much gets past this one.
Penetrates by Papa Kirk, kicks it out to Ramler. Ramler looks inside, back out to Papa Kirk. Ramler thought about the 3. Puts it inside. High post, Martin. He goes up strong, no good. Offensive rebound by number 20, Alex Grannon, who puts it in for 2. Will Doughton breaks the press, kicks it out to Rolfe. Rolfe pulls for 3 in the corner. He loves that corner, no good.
Yes,
Follows his
does.
shot, gets the offensive rebound. Unfortunately, turns it over into the hands of Martin. Martin gets to Papa Kirk. Stroud with the almost steal from Chillo.
You know, the crazy thing is 3 of the 5 starters have gotten off to relatively poor shooting starts this season, and the Tigers are just rolling. That tells you a lot.
No doubt, no doubt. Now Ramler with the unforced turnover there by Villa. Beechwood will take possession with 1:42 to go, 29-6. Down across half court. Sets up the offense. Using his pick by Stroud. Fakes left, goes right, cuts it over. Finds Boyd. Boyd pulls for 3, no good. Rebound by Ramler. Will bring the ball up the floor. Beechwood has called off the full court pressure. Ramler finds Papa Kirk. Over to Chillo. Back to Papa Kirk. Guarded closely by Doughton.
I think
Beechwood
this
going,
is,
I believe that's a 3-2 zone, Mike. Beechwood showing right now, but now we have a double dribble. Another unforced turnover. That's 2 in a row for Ramler.
Yeah, I think Coach Golden, his first year with the Vikings, I think he is identified it's best to run as much clock as possible here.
Yes. So Will Doughton will now run point. Beechwood going with a box set. Gets out to Boyd. Boyd finds Decker in the high post. Gets it in the post to Stroud. Stroud, reverse spin move, up strong. 31-6, Mike with 43
Scotty's
seconds to go
just
in this
gotten
first
so
quarter.
good at that, and the rest of the team, when they see that kind of a physical mismatch, they're great at getting the ball inside to him.
Beechwood now showing a 2-3 zone. Looks like they're mixing it up, different defenses based on the outcome of a missed shot or a score.
Here we
Will
go.
Doughton again for his second
Showtime.
dunk of the game.
There it is. Nice
as he
shot.
throws that down. 33-6. Beechwood extends their lead with 22 seconds to go.
Will Doughton with 9 points in the first quarter to lead the Tigers. 2
Tigers
dunks.
again showing 2-3. Turnover. Decker comes up with it. Tipped away. Stroud able to corral it. He's double teamed. And Chappie with the call. Looks like that's going to be a reach-in foul on number 13, Nico Papakirk.
You got to admire Chappie for he's still out there doing this and doing it well.
Absolutely. So Stroud with the ball. 3 seconds go. Pulls for a deep 3. No good. Boyd with the rebound.
Oh,
I think they're going to wave it off.
No good. No good.
So Mike, 33-6. Tigers with a commanding lead after 1.
Well, and as we talked about, Villa has gotten off to a nice start this season, 2-2, 2 big wins against Bellevue. But this is a game that they weren't going to win. So this is, not out of the range of what was expected here. But you have to tip your cap to Coach Getz and his Tigers for getting it done.
That's
And
right.
as we've seen, Coach Getz, unlike unfortunately a lot of coaches in the greater Cincinnati area, he is not at all into embarrassing opponents or putting up big numbers on the scoreboard. So I'm sure we'll start to see our JV guys moved in mass here. But really nice to see the Tigers, just come out shooting the lights out and really, playing great defense. They Really, that was an annihilation right there in the
Yeah,
first
no
quarter.
doubt, Mike. They two things stood out. Number one, like you said, the way they shot the ball, and number two, the full court pressure really just created havoc.
Yeah.
Villa almost looks like they haven't seen a full court pressure at all this year. Just man, a lot of bad turnovers by this Villa club.
Scoring in the first quarter, Will Downton 9, Cameron Decker, Scotty Drought, and Cameron Herget with 7 points apiece. Will Rolfe with 3. All right, here we go. Nick Popikirk gets it into Colin Chillo. Chillo across the timeline over to Nick Ramler. Ramler cross court.
That's something you've seen a lot of, Mike.
Yes.
Villa is quick to pick up their dribble, which allows for an easy double team and right there a turnover.
Dominic Martin loses it. All right, and there's a turnover. Colin Chillo comes up with the steal. He drives free throw line, fouled by Scotty Drought. Scotty appalled at the call there, but I think it was good call. Contact was obvious there, and the rest of the game, they're not gonna get many calls.
Ty Evanston with the forced turnover there. Unfortunately, he gives it right back to Villa.
All right, Villa gets it inbound. Nick Popikirk. Is that number 10? Yeah, that's Ramler. He gets it to Chillo, top of the key. Chillo. I cannot read these numbers, Greg.
No, Mike, it's a struggle from the Eagles nest up here.
All right, rebound, Scotty. 7:19 to go, 33-6, Tigers lead. Scotty across the timeline, over to Will Downton, left wing. Will fires for 3.
Got it.
He hits it, nothing but net, and that's 12 points by Will Downton.
Will Downton setting the tone for this game for the Tigers.
Nick Ramler bringing it up the floor, gets it over to Colin Chillo. Chillo.
Oh, that's
bounce.
Man, that
bounce
might have been a
pass to
travel
Dominic
there.
Martin. Martin misses the jumper. Rebound, Cameron Decker. Who else? Decker down the floor. Downton. Downton. Here he goes for the dunk. Shot is blocked. Wow. How about that? Chillo right there. Got right in front of him. Got the hand on the ball.
Good for Chillo. I think there's a few other guys may have been happy getting out of the way there. So he's still competing.
Downton will go to the free throw line. Will on the air from the free throw line. 4 of 6, 66.7%. On the floor for the Tigers, Ty Evanston, Cameron Decker, Will Downton, Cameron Boyd, Scotty Drought. And the free throw is good. 13 points for Will Downton. Will on his way to a career high here. And the second free throw of that falls.
Yeah, Mike, depending on how much time our starters see tonight, you're going to look at Will Downton looking to set a new career high, and Cam Decker looking to set a career high in rebounds.
Evanston passes it to Boyd. Boyd drives, puts up a layup, no good, falls. Downton with the rebound. He pulls it back out.
Good take by Boyd. You could tell Will Downton was hoping for the alley-oop there, though.
Scotty drives, runner, no good, rebound. Rebound by Sam Squeary. Squeary across the timeline, top of the key, bounce pass, and on baseline. Man, these numbers are absolutely brutal to read, Greg.
The blue on black is difficult.
All right, Squeary over to Popikirk. Popikirk to the top of the key. Popikirk over to Ramler. Ramler top of the key. He dribbles back to his right. Kicks it over to Squeary. Squeary to Dominic Martin. Elbow out to Ramler. Over to Squeary. Squeary. Ramler top of the key. Defended by Boyd. Ramler desperately gets it to.
Nobody's home.
Turnover. Scotty with the steal.
Ty Evanston, unfortunately, that's his second turnover coming off steals.
Falls 38-8. 5:48 remaining. 38-8. Nico Popikirk with the basket. Downton top of the key over to Scotty. Scotty left wing fires, misses it, and rebound goes to Nico Popikirk. Popikirk looking sharp here in this early second quarter. Ramler gets it to Martin left wing. Martin dribbles to his left, thinks about handing off, but keeps it cross court. Over to Ramler. Ramler drives in traffic and goes up, draws contact. Ramler will head to the line.
That's what you don't want to see. I like Coach Eric Getz's decision here to go to a 2-3 zone. One of the best ways to beat a 2-3 zone is knocking down outside shots. That's just not something that Villa excels at. So, the only way you're getting back in this game is knocking down threes, and they just can't do it. So, I like what the Tigers are doing with the 2-3 zone. Unfortunately, you can't foul though, and you got to rebound when you're in a 2-3 zone.
Ramler makes the first free throw. That makes it 38-9, and we've got some wholesale substitutions for the Tigers. Brady Moore enters the game. Will Rolfe, Cameron Herget, Ty Evanston, and Cam Boyd do stay on the floor. Ramler's second free throw. Second free throw is good, 38-10. Yeah, Greg, the Vikings shooting 33.5% from the floor and only 21.2% from beyond the arc. It's going to be hard for them to get back into this one. Boyd for three. He misses. And rebound, Dominic Martin. Martin up the floor across the timeline. Leading pass to Nico Popakirk, and that goes out of bounds. Turnover, Villa.
And another unforced turnover. You know, like I said, it's just this pressure has rattled them. The full court press has rattled them. You're not going to win games with this many turnovers.
Brady Moore dribbles, hand off to Boyd. Boyd drives, runner.
Good
and
take by
falls.
Boyd.
Boy, he can get downhill, can he, Greg?
He sure can. He puts his head down, goes to the basket strong, and elevates. Beautiful move by Moore.
Dominic Martin, top of the key. He passes it over to Squeary. Squeary left wing. And another turnover.
Unforced turnover.
Well, and right now, Village just rattled. I mean, the pressure and the athleticism, the length of this Tigers team is just too much for them. Brady Moore brings it up the floor. Across the timeline, top of the key. Dribbles right elbow. Gets it over to Rolf, who fires for three. He hits it. 6 points for Will Rolf. Second three-pointer of the game for Will. Nick Ramler, top of the key. Dribbles to his right, hands it off to Popakirk. Popakirk. Squeary, right wing, defended by Boyd. Squeary hands it off. Pass over to Ramler. Ramler fires, and a three-pointer no good. And fight for the rebound. And Popakirk comes up with it. Popakirk, a hustler.
Oh, that's a double dribble,
no
call.
Double dribble, no call. And a fight for the ball on the ground. And it will be Beechwood's ball. 43-10, Tigers lead, 3:57 remaining in the first half. Winner of this game, Greg, advances to Friday night's semifinals of the 9th Region All-A Classic. The other game, St. Henry facing Newport Central Catholic. Unless there's some sort of massive upset, St. Henry will advance, and we will face St. Henry on Friday night. And we've got a foul, Brady Moore foul by Dominic Martin. You know, Greg, I'm not sure if you looked at the bracket here, but, man, on our side, St. Henry, Newcastle, and Beechwood, and on the other side.
No doubt.
Covenant Holy Cross behind Jacob Meyer knocked off Newport 77-59 last night. They advanced to the semifinals, and Heritage Academy will face them in that game. A massive mismatch right there. Rolf, a free throw jumper. He hits it. 8 points for Will Rolf, 5 straight here in the second quarter. 3:34 remaining, 45-10.
Yeah, Heritage Academy with that free pass to the semifinals,
yes.
Mike. And gosh, you'd like to have that set up.
Charlie Thiemann, Charlie Thiemann fires for three. He misses. Ty Evanston with the rebound. He brings it down the floor to Boyd, left corner. Boyd's
got to keep that dribble alive.
Boyd tried to hit Brady Moore cross court, but it sailed over Brady's head. Cameron Boyd, a fantastic baseball player, and had a little bit too much heat behind that one right there. Ruben Recton will check in, the senior soccer king of Fort Mitchell. Ty Evanston will take a seat. I do not think, Ruben has not scored yet this year. So let's hope we can get Ruben a bucket here tonight. All right, Charlie Thiemann top the key over to Nico Popakirk. Popakirk back to Thiemann. Thiemann loses it. Recovers it. Martin into the corner for a teammate. Three is
nice
missed.
Box
rebound.
out and rebound by Ruben.
Ruben, a nice rebounder. He seems to get a lot of rebounds when he's in. Rolf fires for three. Hits it. He is feeling it, Greg. 8 straight points, 7 straight points, and 10 points on the game. 2:40 remaining. 48-10. Tigers lead. Martin drives, kicks it out to Thiemann. Thiemann left wing. Thiemann spins, gets it to Squeary, top of the key. Squeary over to Thiemann, left wing. Thiemann spins, drives, elbow, kicks it out. Martin left wing, he fires for three, misses it, and there he is again, Ruben Recton. Recton tries to get it to teammate, stolen by Charlie Thiemann. He puts it up and in, 48-12, Tigers lead.
Tigers playing a great 2-3 zone with kind of man-to-man principles there, matchup, and great rebound by Recton, unfortunately. A bad turnover.
Cam Herget, left wing, drives, elbow, runner, no good. Dominic Martin comes up with the rebound. He gets it to Charlie Thiemann. Thiemann, left wing. Vikings struggling to put the ball in the basket tonight. Thiemann Top of the key, dribbles, Euro step, and puts up a shot, no good. Strong rebound by Cameron Herget. Down
Good
the
take,
floor
but
to
better
Cameron
rebound
Boyd.
and a great outlet
And Boyd puts
pass
it
to
up
Boyd.
and in. Cameron Boyd with 4 points in this second quarter.
Great release by Boyd. Great job by Herget finding him.
50-12, Tigers lead, 1:28 remaining. Dominic Martin.
Nice job by Herget again in the outlet to Rolf.
Steal. Rolf brings it down the floor. Right
He's got
wing,
a 3-on-2. Can they
Cam
capitalize?
Boyd fires, misses it, gets his own rebound, drives.
Nice
Kicks it out to
find.
Recton, and they're going to call Ruben with the travel again. Folks watching, and Greg, that's a mercy. Mercy calls.
You're right. Yeah, he may
have
have maybe a little bit of a shuffle there with his pivot foot,
just
but
a little bit.
normally that kind of call, I think let's go, but you let it go. But you can't argue with the great Chappie.
Speaking of ghosts, Squeary gets it into Martin on the elbow. Martin loses it, gets it back out to Squeary. Martin to Squeary. Thiemann left wing. Thiemann loves that spin move. Kicks it out to Chillo. Chillo finds Martin. Martin drives baseline. They're going to call a travel on Martin as well. 51.7 seconds remaining in the half. 50-12. Tigers lead. Brady Moore hands it off to Boyd. Boyd, impressive young sophomore, running the point, top of the key, kicks it over to Trevor Logue. Logue fires for three, misses, rebound Vikings. Vikings bringing it up the floor. And Martin, runner.
Nice job by Logue taking the charge. I love it.
Let me tell you, the taking charge king of Northern Kentucky, that kid is unbelievable. I think you want to talk about getting Coach Richard Skinner excited. You should hear Coach Skinner talk about that. These coaches love Trevor Logue, and that's one of the reasons why.
The only thing that might have been better than that charge, Mike, was the bench's reaction to it, man.
The bench mob.
They went crazy. I loved it.
The bench mob. Brady Moore, top of the key. Kicks it out to Logue, top of the key. Logue hands it off to Moore. Moore loses it, recovers it quickly, though. Left wing gets it over to Carson Way. Carson Way seeing his first action. Way back to Moore. 13 seconds remaining, 50-12. Tigers lead first round All-A Classic. Moore, top of the key, 8 seconds left. Gets it over to Boyd. Boyd drives baseline.
Great baseline
Kicks
take.
Out to Recton.
Get in
Recton
there.
Puts it up.
That boy,
in.
Ruben Recton with his first bucket of the year.
Outstanding, and that will do it for the first half of action here in the first round of the All-A Classic. Beechwood 52, Villa Madonna 12. Greg, other than a few turnovers, no complaints.
No, there's been a handful of bad turnovers, but overall the Tigers have executed very well. They've shot the ball well. They play good team basketball.
So I think a 20, 31, 40.
We are statistically challenged, Mike, at this point. One of the problems of being up in the crow's nest up here calling a game is we do not have stats readily available as we did last year.
I'm getting there. Hold on. 14, 4.
Pull out the slide rule, Mike.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait on Statman. It didn't work out. Katie's checking the email furiously. Statman, who has, a technological genius, has figured out a way to not have to come up into the stands across the floor, which I totally understand. So we're going to wait for those stats. But, again, just a great team performance. Again, just kind of stepping back from this game and looking at the bracket. Again, just, talking about what's already happened. There were 2 play-in games. Newport, Rod Snap, one of our favorite guys in the 9th region, he and his Wildcats knocked off Ludlow 55-48 to advance to the first round. And Villa Madonna had back-to-back games, stunned Bellevue. But on Monday, 54-41, they won the play-in game. They advanced to the first round. So what you have is 8 teams. On the other side, you have Covington Holy Cross last night knocked off Rod Snap and his Wildcats 77-59 behind Jacob Meyer, who's just having an incredible season for Holy Cross early. In the other game, Heritage is going to advance. Dayton had to withdraw from the tournament. And then on our side, we will win tonight. And then, right now we'll work on getting a score update from Katie on St. Henry and Newport Central Catholic. But again, barring a massive, Georgetown Villanova type upset, St. Henry, the quarter or the semifinals will look like Friday night, Covington Holy Cross versus Heritage Academy, Mercy. And on the other side, Beechwood versus St. Henry, and man, that's going to be a great game if that happens.
Yeah, Mike. We talked about that. St. Henry with all their key players are back this year. St. Henry was absolutely one of the better teams in the region last year.
When they returned so many of their players too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And not only returned so many of their key players from last year, but there are younger players, big, strong, athletic bodies that were, freshmen, sophomores last year that will now be adding to that deep talent pool. So, it's going to be a heck of a game, and I think it'll be the top game in the state on Friday. So what we'll do real quick, we'll take a break so we can kind of regroup, and I'm going to see if I can find a nice set of binoculars to place over my head to read these numbers for Villa from up here. And we will be right back. Thank you, everyone, by the way, so much for tuning in to our Boxcast broadcast, our first basketball Boxcast. Pretty cool stuff.
Absolutely.
We're moving on up, as the Jeffersons once said. Pretty cool, right?
It's great, Mike. And, as you and I have talked earlier today, I made sure to ask you if we were going to be part of the telecast. I'm glad we're not because, as I mentioned, I have a face for radio.
It's for the best. That's two of us. So we'll be right back. Thank you so much for listening. Again, 52-12, Beechwood leads first round of the 9th Region All-A Classic. Thank you so much for listening, and go Tigers. Welcome back. We are here at halftime at the Den at Beechwood High School, where your Beechwood Tigers lead 52-12 at the half over Villa Madonna in the first round of the All-A Classic. Greg, real quick, just want to get this out there. Congratulations, Coach Keith Johnson and his Lady Tigers, who knocked off Pendleton County 59-44 earlier this week to move to 2-2 on the season. Big road win, led by Carly Arlinghouse with 15 points and Maya Reese with 12 points. Lady Tigers looking good. We did their game on Friday night, their All-A Classic game against Newport Central Catholic. Coach Getz on the mic, and the Tigers, I mean, they looked really good. And I think, you know, you know, you and I did a couple of the games last year. Keith Johnson has talked often about the process and how he felt like for the last couple of years that this would be the year that the Lady Tigers turned the program, sort of turn that corner, and already starting to see the results. They really battled New Cath, knocked off Pendleton County on the road, so good things happening for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, much like this Tigers program, you had some young up-and-coming players that got a lot of varsity time, you know, as underclassmen. So, you know, now those players are seniors, and hey, they played tough against a very good New Cath team. And,
absolutely.
And kudos to Coach Getz. Thank goodness he has a day job. Otherwise, I think my job, I'd be on the hot seat, Mike.
Man, I'm telling you, that guy, I mean, I knew he'd be good, but good Lord. Man, that was fun. He was really good. Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to, you know what I'm thinking? A three-way broadcast, me, you, and now that is gold right there. Gold.
You know, like they say in the NBA, you know, sometimes not enough balls to go around. There might not be enough microphones to go around for that one, Mike.
Also, well said. Update from the All-A Classic around Northern Kentucky. Newport Central Catholic pushing St. Henry 27-24. St. Henry leads at the half. So we'll have Katie pay close attention to that one and provide us with updates. But mercy, that would be an upset. A tip of the cap to New Cath and their coaching staff. That's a great first half performance.
Mike, real quick, a couple key team stats as we start the second half. You know, assist to turnovers. You know, ideally you want that ratio to be around 3-1. Beechwood's right there, 15-7 assist to turnovers. However, Villa 21 turnovers in the first half to 0 assists.
That's tough.
And the other stat that really stands out is 21 points off threes for the Tigers, 0 for the Vikings.
Well, we said average 7.7 per game coming into tonight's action. They knock out 7 in the first half, so that's awesome.
Villa right on cue turns the ball over to start the second half. Tigers with the ball. It looks like possibly the starters for Beechwood have seen their final minutes of the night. Several reserves are starting.
Yeah,
I believe that was Boyd again, making a living off the baseline penetration. Mike goes up strong, gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot,
well,
too.
There are a lot of ways that this coaching staff describes Cameron Boyd to those that are interested in sitting and listening. Dog, game changer, and gets downhill.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, he is just he's got a unique talent with that you don't see a lot of that, especially in sophomores.
Yeah, only a sophomore, not afraid of contact, not afraid to be physical, and really a key contributor off the bench for this team.
Absolutely.
So Villa ball. Tigers again showing now. Looks like they're showing a 3-2 matchup zone.
Nice job by
Was that Boyd?
Right
Boyd got a hand on it.
Yeah.
Almost saved, but it will be ultimately out of bounds on Beechwood. Vikings will maintain possession.
I mean, and he is one of those players that will go flying into the stands to get a basketball. You love to see that, especially out of younger players.
2-3 zone, matchup zone.
Again.
Boyd gets a hand on it, gets the steal.
Again.
He's going to go strong. Euro step, puts it up off the glass. No good. Offensive rebound.
Carson Way with the rebound.
I do not have Way on my roster. I have to add him in. Ty Evanston knocking down the open three.
Ty Evanston is a player, Greg, that you can look at that could be a real game changer at the end of the season as he gets a little more confidence and a little more belief in himself.
So Chillo with the three-point attempt for the Vikings. No good. Rebounded by Beechwood. Boyd pulls for three. No good. Ty Evanston tries to keep it alive. Ultimately off his hand. Vikings will take over possession. with 5 minutes and 42 seconds to go. 55-12. Tigers with a commanding lead. Vikings get in the high post to Martin. He goes strong, loses the ball, but it'll be off Beechwood. Vikings will take the ball out underneath their own basket along the baseline.
Greg, in 2018, Coach Eric Getz and the Beechwood Tigers, they won the 9th Region All-A Classic, went downstate, won their first-round matchup 72-39 over Lynn Camp, but were knocked off in the quarterfinals by Knott County Central 51-33. Coach Getz loves the All-A Classic. It is a big thing for him. He won a state championship with Holy Cross in 2012. He's got that game face on, that game day demeanor about him this week. He wants to get back to Eastern Kentucky.
Boyd again gets his hand on the ball for the steal. Tigers advance it. And Carson Way pulls for a deep three from the corner and knocks it down. 58-12. Tigers extend their lead.
9 3-pointers on the game so far for the Tigers.
Squeary on the wing, gets it up top to Thyman. Thyman looking to penetrate, drops it off to Squeary. Squeary goes baseline, goes up strong. He is fouled by number 4, Ruben Recton. Squeary will go to the line to shoot 2.
Two names for those of you, the Beechwood fans watching tonight, 2 names to remember that will be leaders for this team next year. This team's so heavily built and led by seniors. If you look, looking towards next season, 2 of the leaders will be Ty Evanston and Carson Way. They are having a phenomenal JV season. They're getting minutes. They're getting valuable varsity minutes and doing well in those minutes. 2 really nice players for Coach Getz.
So Squeary coming in tonight is an 87% free throw shooter. Misses the first one, knocks down the second. 58-13, a little over 4 minutes to play. That is Ty Evanson, pulls for 3, no good. Rebounded by Villa.
Greg, did you shoot 87% from the line?
No, not quite that high. Thyman wants the ball. He drops it into the corner to Squeary. Squeary back to Thyman. Thyman to Squeary. Squeary on the right wing. Looks in the high post to Martin. Martin double team, loses the ball. Thyman comes up with it. Tigers again showing a very active 2-3 zone with man-to-man principles.
Sure.
Ball is tipped away. Carson Way comes up with it. He's leading the break. He gets it up to Brady Moore. Brady Moore goes baseline, drops it off to Recton. Recton back out to Moore, who pulls for the long 2, and it's good. 61-13.
I tell you what, Brady Moore's got some untapped offensive potential. He's been mainly let's see here. Nice job right there by
Number
Villa.
20, Alex Grandin takes it strong for the hoop. Tigers catching the Vikings sleeping. They get it up to number 23. Ty Evanston, who puts it up strong off the glass for an easy 2.
5 points in the quarter for Ty Evanston.
Thyman looks to reset the offense. Villa trying to be very patient against this 2-3 zone. Gets in the corner to Gannon. Gannon penetrates. Drops it off in the high post to Martin. Martin pulls for the 2, and it's good.
Martin came into tonight averaging 10.7 points a game, leading scorer for Villa.
Evanston penetrates. Kicks it out to Brady Moore, who pulls for 3. No good. But look who's there, Ruben Recton.
Soccer king of Fort Mitchell.
Great putback for an easy 2.
4
Brady
points
Moore
for
gets
Ruben.
his hand on the ball. Deflects it out of bounds. Vikings will maintain possession. 64-16. 2.5 minutes to go in this third period.
12-4 run to start this third quarter of action.
Carl Gabbard, Mike, I believe this will be his first minutes of the early season. Checks in for the Tigers.
Carl, an excellent long-range shooter. He can really hurt teams from the outside if they don't put a body on him.
So Squeer on the left wing, up to Timon. Squeary pulls for 3 off the wing. No good.
Sam Stacy.
Sam Stacy with a nice rebound. Brady Moore penetrates to his left, kicks it out.
There it is.
Mike, right on cue. Number 20, Carl Gabbard knocks down the long 3. 67-17. Mike, I'm no mathematician, but I believe the Tigers have extended their lead by 50 points now.
Well done there. Well done. You can put your abacus back. That's 10 three-pointers for the Tigers tonight. Greg, how many points is that?
I don't know. 30.
Something like
Diamond
that.
with the penetration, no good. Tigers come up with the rebound. Carson Wade leads the break.
Speaking of improved young players for the Tigers, junior Sam Stacy, athletic, big, man in the middle that can really pull down rebounds. Looking good so far early this season.
Carson Way pulls up for the open three. No good. Brady Moore keeps it alive, puts it back up. Also no good. Vikings maintain possession, lead the break. Colin Chilo is fouled.
Checking in for the Tigers, Brady Moore will take a seat, and his cousin, Mitchell Berger, sophomore Mitchell Berger, will check in. Mitchell Berger, a unbelievable sophomore year of football, a future superstar in the state of Kentucky in terms of football, and also a phenomenal competitive basketball player.
Berger with the rebound.
Yeah. Not a surprise.
Gets out to Logue. Logue leads the break. He is blocked. Gets his own rebound. Goes up strong. My apologies. That was Carson Way.
Carson Way with 5 points this quarter as well.
Thyman, left wing, penetrates. Gets in the paint. Drops it off to Grannon.
Hot potato.
Grannon kicks it out.
Hot potato.
Turnover. Gabber comes up with it. Clock will run out. 69-17 after 3, Mike. Mike, I'm gonna do my best to stay focused.
Yes, sir.
It's tough.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of tough to keep the energy level up with a 52-point game, but I'll give it all I got, buddy.
Listen, again, you continue to wow me with your performance.
I believe Beechwood Sports Radio is now officially sponsored by Monster Energy Drink. The Extra Red tonight looks like we're pulling. So pass me one of those bad boys, and we'll get it.
We need a cooler up here.
We'll get all sugared up for this fourth quarter.
Score update, St. Henry's extended their lead 31-26 over NCC midway through the third quarter. So a heck of a game right there. So a couple of things, right? Ninth region action. Covington Catholic starts out 3-1. Last night, I'm not sure if you caught any of this, they had suffered their first loss of the season to Reed Shepherd in North Laurel, 89-87 in overtime. It was a heck of a game. Reed Shepherd,
that's a name.
Sophomore Reed Shepherd, the son of UK legend
there it is.
Jeff Shepherd, 45 points.
I'm sure he's a fan favorite.
Hey, listen, 48 points versus Covington Holy Cross, 37 versus Pikeville, 45 against Covington Catholic last night. How about three-game average for a sophomore? 43.3 points per game. Are you kidding me?
You think he's got a future, Mike?
Jeez, good Lord. In that game, Chandler Starks, 29 points and 10 rebounds.
Starks coming on for Covington
Catholic.
Catholic. I believe they're ranked number 9 in the state right now.
And looking sharp. All right, here we go. Mitchell Berger fires for 3. He misses.
Nice looking shot, no good.
And Sam Stacy, there he is with the rebound
there, boy,
and stick back. Nice job, Sam Stacy. Again, another player that spent a lot of time working hard, improving not only his athleticism but his skills and his jump shot. And there's Colin Chilla with a backdoor cut layup. That'll make it 71-19. Beechwood leads. Carson Way running the point across the timeline. Dribbles to his left. Kicks it out to Carl Gabbard. Gabbard back to Way, left corner. Way over to Mitchell Berger. Left wing, never saw a shot he doesn't like, and he hits it.
Nailed it.
74-19, 11 triples on the night for Beechwood. Charlie Thiemann, right wing. He drives, runs into traffic, and a foul is called. They're going to call that foul on sophomore Trevor Logue. Another name to remember. We haven't seen a lot of Trevor Logue this year, but he will be a star for Beechwood the next 2 years. Another gritty, hard-nosed inside player that Coach Getz and his staff love. Foul going to be called there. Foul called on Sam Stacy. Bill will head to the line. Alex Grannon at the line. On the season from the line, 5 of 10, 50% free throw shooter. Ville struggling from the free throw line this year, only 58%.
Wow.
And Grannon misses the first. Greg, I'm not sure if you saw Highlands, who is now 1-1. They lost to St. Henry on Saturday. Free throw by Grannon is good, 74-20, Beechwood leads. In that game, St. Henry scored 5 points in the final 3 seconds to come from behind to win that game.
Wow.
Carson Way, top of the
Reggie
key.
Miller-esque.
Yeah. Carl Gabbard, right wing. Gabbard looks in the middle for Stacy. Stacy loses it but kicks it out to Carson Way. Way dribbles to his left, drives, kicks it out to Gabbard. Gabbard fires. He hits it. Carl Gabbard,
Gabbard
6
has
points.
a very smooth, good-looking jump shot.
That's 11 three-pointers. Carl Gabbard, hot right now. But in that game, Cody Teton, a senior post player for St. Henry, who has some talent, here we go, runner, Sam Stacy up and
boy,
in.
Sam
Stacy looking sharp. Again, 4 points for Sam in this second half, 79-20.
Mike, am I showing my age when I talk about Reggie Miller against the Knicks?
Yes.
Man,
yes,
I hate that.
absolutely,
I
yes.
hate that, Mike.
Charlie Thiemann with the diminutive point guard for the Vikings with a runner, floater. It falls 79-22. So in that game, it was 80-70, 80-77. St. Henry hits a three, and Mitchell Berger fires for three, misses it. Stacy with the rebound.
Sam, keep that ball high.
Yeah.
Keep that ball high, Sam. Nice offensive rebound there.
Possession goes back to Villa Madonna. So St. Henry hits a three, ties it up 80-80. Highlands on the inbound with 1.2 seconds left. Teton steals it, scores, game over. 5 points, 3 seconds. Unbelievable. All right, Villa with the ball. Viking player drives baseline to, I believe, I'm not sure who that is. Let's take a look. That's Mitchell Wright, a senior. He'll head to the line. Mitchell Wright seeing his first action of the night. So the Crew, they go into tonight's game 2-1. They knocked off Highlands over the weekend. Free throw by Wright is good. 79-23, Tigers lead. Veith in 3 games, he's had 31 versus Highlands, 6 versus Lexington Catholic, 33 against Scott White. Veith Sr., 70 points in 3 games, 23.3 average. He is quite a player.
Another nice rebound by Sam Stacy.
Rebound on the miss by Sam Stacy. He's got some hops. Mitchell Berger running the point. He drives left elbow, kicks it out to Andrew Goodwin, seeing his first action.
Great
Kick
find.
out to Carl Gabbard. Gabbard misses the three. Goodwin, small but mighty in heart and spirit. He
Look
gets
at this.
it, kicks it out to Stacy, who hits a jumper. Sam Stacy with 6 points, 81-23, but a fantastic job by another player that Coach Getz and the staff love, Andrew Goodwin, sophomore. Hustle, hustle, hustle all day long. Hustling and ball handling, those are his 2 strengths. Rambler with a 3, he misses, and Lowe comes up with the rebound. He kicks it out to his fellow sophomore Goodwin. Goodwin seeing his first varsity action to the year. He drives, runner, no good. And Stacy with the rebound.
Stacy
he
again.
loses it. There's a fight for it. Villa comes up with it. 4:01 remaining, 81-23. Beechwood leads first round All-A Classic. Nico Popikirk drives towards the free throw line. He loses it. They're going to call a foul. I believe that'll be on sophomore. They'll call that on Mitchell Berger. All right, and Rambler will inbound underneath his own basket. Gets it out to the top of the key. Nico Popikirk. Do not have number 14 on my roster. Is he on yours, Greg?
No, Mike, I do
All
not
right.
have him.
Rambler, elbow jumper, no good. Rebound by Mitchell Berger. He is strong, violent player.
Great find.
And what a pass by Andrew Goodwin, a runner.
Beautiful
Dropped
pass.
a dime to Sam Stacy. Stacy with 8 points, and the Beechwood bench loves that.
Mike, the future's bright at Beechwood. It's good. It's
absolutely.
good to get a look at some of these young players that we haven't seen yet this year. And man, I'm impressed.
Well, I think that Coach Getz is just really, really happy with the way, not only with the talent, but also happy with the work ethic, the dedication to the program, and because of that, the chemistry. Not that the chemistry hasn't been good in years past; it's been fantastic, but it seems to be something special this year, and Coach Getz is very proud of that.
Credit to Carl Gabbard there. Cuts off the baseline, forces the offensive player to go out of bounds.
Trevor Lowe,
Turnover.
right elbow jumper, no good. And Popikirk with the rebound for the Vikings. 2:38 remaining, 83-23. Beechwood leads. Villa, Rambler, right wing, defended by Mitchell Berger. Rambler frustrated, looking for some help. He gets it over to number 14, right wing. Into Mitchell Wright, the senior post player. He kicks it out, stolen by Trevor Logue. Logue, coast to coast. He loses the ball and draws contact. Contact there. See, Jackson Bond, the senior. And Trevor Logue. Okay, looks like we'll inbound here. He's got some substitutions, some younger players coming in for the Vikings. Coach Gold using this as an opportunity to get his younger players some experience as well. Carl Gabbard will inbound. Gabbard gets it to Logue. Logue, elbow jumper, no good. Rebound, Mitchell Wright. Mitchell Wright gets it to a teammate, number 14, on the blocks. Pass down low.
Oh,
and Villa
lost
loses it
zone.
out of bounds. Nice defense right there by Carl Gabbard. Tigers bringing the ball up the floor. 1:26 remaining in this contest. Andrew Goodwin, impressive young sophomore, top of the key. Dribbles to his right, kicks it over to Carl Gabbard. Gabbard drives baseline, kicks it out to Sam Stacy, right wing. Stacy drives baseline, puts up a jumper, no good. And Mitchell Wright comes up with the rebound again for the Vikings.
Mike, I'm really impressed with the poise of Gabbard tonight. Hey, you know,
yeah, it looks good. Hey, listen, Carl's another one. He's worked hard. He's
absolutely.
And there's a steal by Andrew Goodwin, coast to coast, runner up, doesn't fall. Rebound Mitchell Berger. He loses it, and a whistle is blown. And the foul is going to be on Villa. Mitchell Berger will head to the line. Berger with 3 points. He hit a 3 earlier in this quarter. Mitchell suffered a pretty substantial ankle injury in the playoffs, I believe against Breathitt County, so he's been kind of nursing that. His first free throw falls, making 84-23, so it's good to see Mitchell after that injury, not too long ago, back, and he looks good, moving up and down the floor really well. Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Wright. Sam Stacy.
Good
Sam
fight
Stacy
for the ball. I don't know how that's not a travel.
Trevor Lowe comes in from nowhere, looking like Pete Rose, sliding into second to grab that ball. And they're going to call a jump ball. Villa ball. No, Beechwood ball. Sorry.
Beechwood ball. Obviously running clock at this point in time. Now.
All right, we
have an injury timeout.
Mitchell Wright, who's been playing strong on the post.
He has a bloody nose.
Mitchell Wright, senior, has 3 or 4 rebounds in this quarter. He's giving everything he's got underneath to a much bigger Beechwood team. So, also, kind of rounding out our talking about the 9th region, Holy Cross 2-2. They knocked off Newport last night, 77-59. In that game, sophomore Jacob Meyer scored a game high 34 points on 14-23 shooting, including 4 triples. Meyer in 4 games, averaging 27.3 games. Highlighted by a 40-point effort against Christian Academy Louisville, a victory by the Indians late last week. Jacob Meyer, he's going to be a problem.
Absolutely.
I mean, he is a really dangerous young player, and it kind of underscores what we were talking about last week. This 9th region is loaded.
Absolutely.
I mean, not just in teams, but in individuals.
No doubt. A lot of great talent in this 9th region, and earlier, Mike, to start the broadcast off, we talked about, St. Henry and Beechwood kind of be the heavyweights of the 9th Region All-A, but truth is, Holy Cross is right there. They're certainly not a team to look past by any means.
Well, they've got Trevor Lowe shoots a 3. He misses it. Rebound by Berger. Berger in between 3 Vikings pulls it down. He gets it to Sam Stacy. 13 seconds remaining. Stacy to Andrew Goodwin. Goodwin kicks it out
Great
to Lowe. Lowe, corner
basketball.
3. He misses it. Rebound by Villa. Down the floor, 3 seconds remaining. Final shot of the game falls. 84-25. That will do it. Beechwood will advance to the semifinals of this year's 9th Region All-A Classic, where they will face the winner of St. Henry and Newport Central Catholic. Greg, in terms of games like this is what you want to see.
Yeah, no doubt. You're in a situation right now where Beechwood came out of the gates. They got a quick start, did exactly what they were supposed to do. And it's nice to be able to get your starters a lot of rest when you're looking at, 3 games over 5 days. And, even more so, if they can get the win Friday night, then that's 2 games in 2 days, to hopefully close out this 9th region. So great effort by the Tigers. They came out and did exactly what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, and, and it's going to be a big weekend for Coach Getz and these Tigers. The Friday night, huge game, and then, you win that game, and then you're looking at a matchup against Jacob Meyer and the Holy Cross Indians. So talking about, a lot of work to do this weekend, but I think these Tigers are up for it. And Coach, Coach Getz after winning that state championship in 2012, winning the 9th region in 2018.
Sure.
This this run, this ninth region tournament this year with this group, with these seniors,
Right.
this means a lot to him.
Yeah, no doubt, Mike. And, I think you're going to be hard-pressed to find another coach that's had the success he has in the ninth region, in the All-A. But, and we've talked quite a bit about it as far as, obviously the season is very unique with some things going on. But it just sets up better for the Tigers this year, It gives them, it gave them an opportunity to get a good 3 games under their belt before going into the tournament. And I think, Mike, it's fair to say in those 3 games, they kind of focused on I don't want to say it was a vanilla offense,
right.
but they kind of focused on playing good basic offense. So, same tonight. I think, Friday night, you'll see those a little bit more colorful offensive playing. You'll see different sets, and quite frankly, because they've had the ability to play this vanilla offense, they haven't been scouted. And if they have been scouted, you don't know what the heck's coming. So
yeah, that is a great point. Also, something I usually don't miss things like this, but I want to also congratulations to Coach Getz from Katie, Greg, and myself. The win the other night was his 250th career win. Tonight, 251. But Coach Getz, what a career he's had. I mean, he both with Holy Cross and now with Beechwood. I mean, he just really is establishing himself as one of the best coaches in the state of Kentucky. We're blessed to have that guy.
Absolutely, no doubt.
We just got the score, the box score from our buddy and fan favorite Chance Ball. Taking a look at this, the Tigers led in scoring by Will Downton, who knocked in 14 points on 5 of 6 shooting, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. Will Rolfe, 11 points, 4 of 8 shooting, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. Cameron Herget with 7. Cameron Decker with 7. And Scotty Drought with 7. Sam Stacy with 8. That was nice. So, if I'm going to do my my Fort Mitchell math here, I've got 13 scores on the stat sheet tonight for the Tigers.
You kind of love that. When do you see that?
I know.
That's
amazing. That's amazing. Tigers shot 55% from the floor, 7 of 15 beyond the arc. Actually, let me back up. Tigers shot 50.7% from the floor, 13 out of 28 from 12 of 28 from beyond the arc for 42%, 4 of 8 from the line. So, just an all-around great effort. And we are lucky to have none other than who we believe to be the best JV head coach in the state of Kentucky, Ross Hart. Talk about the effort tonight by the Tigers.
Well, I appreciate the kind words, but you're only as good as your players, and I've had some real good players the past couple years, and I got another great group tonight, or great group this year. They played well tonight in their duty. They got in probably a little earlier than they do most games. I believe they started getting in there about midway through the second quarter. And played well. Sam Stacy in particular, who I believe you'll be talking to tonight here after me.
Awesome.
8 points, 8 boards. I mean, that's a kid that has come a long way in the past couple years. He's a kid that last year in practice we had 2 guys that we really rotated with in varsity getting reps. Sam never came out. He was in every practice. He wasn't getting a sub at practice. We didn't have a whole lot of bigs in practice. So Sam was getting rep after rep after rep defensively and getting beat up on and holding his own, never complaining, never asking to come out. And it's starting to pay dividends now with his play and how he's doing. Offensively he's coming a long way, and he's learning to play more defense without fouling and setting screens, getting guys open. He's doing all the dirty work that you need out of a player, and he's happy to do it.
We were talking often tonight about the your JV guys, 6 and the 6, 7, and 8 guys for Coach Getz. You got a lot of guys that clearly are giving everything they've got. They're leaving it on the floor, and guys that have worked, and I've heard this from several coaches, that have worked their tails off to get better in the offseason. As a coach in this program that is, you've been a part of building this to what it is, you have to love seeing that from this group.
Oh, absolutely. Just seeing the depth in the program, it says a whole lot about the program and what Coach Getz has done here. With the depth and the quality of players that we have, I'm working with guys on the JV level that at 80% of the schools in the 9th region,
Right.
they'd be regulars if not starters. So the depth of the program right now is great, and having these guys to challenge the older guys every day. We've got 5 senior starters right now, and as I was telling the guys after our tournament win over Highlands the other night, hey, you guys are the future. You got next year. It's your night. So. Just get better every day, challenging those guys and just taking it upon themselves to make them better, but also make themselves better every day in practice. And a guy like Sam Stacy's doing it, and we've got other guys that are doing it as well. Carson Way, who's just been tremendous.
Yeah.
Ty Evanston, who's coming along with the varsity and also leading us in JV. All guys that are giving us everything we want and getting better.
Actually, you beat me to the punch there. Carson Way and Ty Evanston. Talk about their JV seasons and the work that they've put in the offseason to get better.
They've been awesome.
Clearly, you can tell.
They've been awesome. And there are 2 guys last year that we thought they could play a role on the JV team last year, and both of them in the final 2 weeks before the regular season opened up last year were in boots by the time the season started. Each of them had a break, and we didn't really get them back until after the new year, I believe, last year, or maybe a little bit before that, but you kind of have that layoff with the All-A, and then you got your Christmas tournament and everything else around that time. So you kind of have a JV layoff there. So once they got healthy, then we kind of had our layoff. But they're 2 guys that are absolute leaders of our JV squad right now, and we depend on them a lot. Ty got in foul trouble the other night in Highlands in the first half, and we kind of looked at each other at half. I think we were down maybe 2 at halftime. Said, hey, if we would have played, if you would have told me we wouldn't have Ty for more than about 2.5 minutes, and we're down 2 at half, we'll take it. Now we're getting maybe our most talented or best player back this second half. We're ready to rock. Let's do this. And they came up big in that second half. It was a really good game, back and forth battle, and between 2 really good teams. Highlands JV won the JV championship last season, and with their varsity returning a lot of players, we knew that, hey, they probably still have a stacked JV team. And our guys took that challenge, and they did. They gave me everything. They got Andrew Goodwin. I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about him.
I was just going to bring him up. I mean, he really impressed us tonight, and he's been doing that all year long.
He's awesome. He, in that JV game the other night, just gets up and guys. He is defensively really talented, and even at the varsity level in practices, Drought, just talking with him a couple weeks ago, he kind of said, man, we really struggle to guard Goodwin. He's so quick, that first step. And we kind of rewarded him. Tonight was his first night dressing varsity. He got that jersey, and I was happy to see him out there. I wish he would have scored. I'm sure he got a little nervous there. First night dressing varsity. He's out there. He had a fast break that got away from him. But, that's not what we don't need him to score. His defense is unbelievable, and those hustle plays, and keep doing what he's doing. He's gonna have a great career here.
Part of the, I guess the trickle down of building a winning program and building a winning culture is chemistry. And, over the last couple of years, you guys have had some really tight teams that have had really good chemistry. There seems to be something special this year with your team from top to bottom in terms of the gel that we're seeing and just the support and they get each other and they thrive off of each other.
The ball is moving. I believe Villa called a timeout. I think we're 1 minute and 20 seconds into the game, and all 5 guys had scored. All 5 guys on the floor. Coach Getz called it. He said, hey, who scored a basket so far? All 5 guys raised their hand just to kind of make that point of, hey, everyone's getting theirs. We're sharing the ball. We're taking good shots. You don't have to force it. And tonight's a game where, individuals might not get their average.
Right.
But the team's going to improve their average. I mean, we scored 84 points tonight, and the leading scorer had 14. We only had 2 guys in double digits scoring 84 points. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, Mike, I'm sorry. Do I get to talk?
I'm sorry. I'm very.
Wow.
I thought you were watching the challenge.
I was just hanging out over here,
Listen,
man.
I'm passionate about the JV team. I love that JV team.
No, Mike. In all honesty, man, I think you covered just about all the bases. Ross, let me ask you, buddy. Obviously, your brother Brock has joined the fantasy league this year. Let's talk about the sibling rivalry there a little bit, buddy.
Oh gosh, yeah. So for anybody that doesn't know, we got an MTV the challenge. This started during the quarantine where you weren't, nobody was leaving their house. We were looking for something to do, so I took it upon myself to make myself the commissioner. We had our draft, and we came up with a scoring system, so it's kind of been something that we've been able to do this year when we haven't been able to do much else. Sports wasn't on at the time. And
no sports.
You know what, that text chain, when you're getting 250 text messages a night. So, I'm the commissioner, so I get to give out the points or take away the points, and my brother's not real happy with me, which makes me tickled to death. I love whenever he's mad at me.
Speaking of your brother, I love to give him a hard time.
No.
Him and Kim Knockhazel, let's just say the two greatest realtors in Northern Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
I see Kim Knockhazel's name on the scoreboard. Now I see Kim Knockhazel's name at the scorer's table. What's up with that? Why can't Brock?
I completely agree with that.
He's got to be a little bit more of a booster to the program, man. Isn't he a friend of the program?
When we have basketball camps next year, his name should be on the back of our T-shirts.
No doubt.
I think he should make a pledge tonight. I'll put it out there. He needs to make a pledge.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go. I'll put it out there. He needs to buy some T-shirts for this team. He can put his name on the back. That's fine. But clearly, he's not paying what he should be to get his name on this broadcast as much as it does.
Oh man!
I think we need to put a strike or something out.
No doubt.
No more mentioning him until he starts. He shows us the money.
He's blackballed from here on out.
There we go.
He sent me some happy birthday wishes today.
Well, that's good.
Well, happy birthday!
Thank you.
I apologize for not telling you that sooner. Happy birthday.
Go ahead.
Let me try and wrangle this in real quick. Before we get too far off the tracks here. But Mike. Ross, and you don't really have to respond to this because we've already talked to it ad nauseum. I do. I want to be serious here for a second. One thing that was cool tonight is getting to see a lot of the young talent the Beechwood has. I think Carl Gabbert was one that really hasn't been discussed too much tonight. Great shooter, great, made some excellent unselfish passes as he penetrated and kicked it out. But it was really fun for me tonight to get to see some of these younger players that haven't seen that much action this year.
Absolutely.
Man, the future's bright.
And we're still getting guys like Mitchell Berger. He had 4 points tonight, a couple boards. He came right in, was ready to go. He's still learning the system a little bit. I asked him yesterday at practice, you got your basketball legs? He looked at me and said, no.
No.
So he's still getting there. But a guy like Mitchell Berger and I mentioned Andrew Goodwin before, Ty Evanston, Carl Gabbard, tremendous shooter. He's a guy that whenever we're running a scout team at practice, he's got the green jersey, which means you're the shooter. So we're constantly trying to get on the varsity guys, trying to get him. But him, Sam Stacy, Carson Way, Cameron Boyd, the sophomore, Trevor Logue, all those guys are giving us tremendous minutes, playing great at the JV level, and I'm really excited about their future at the varsity level.
Yeah. Absolutely. Last question I have, and then if you have any more, Greg, please jump in.
I have one left, but I got a feeling you're going to snatch it, so we'll see.
Okay. So I just advanced to the next round of the All-A
and
Classic.
There it is. Thanks, Mike.
Currently, Newcath. I don't have a scoring update. Katie's working her contacts on that one, but Newcath pushing St. Henry tonight. How important is this All-A Classic to Coach Yates, to you, to the staff and the kids, but especially those 5 seniors? How big of a weekend is this for you guys?
It's huge. It's huge. Last year we lost at third place. I believe it was an overtime game. If it wasn't, it was down to the wire. A game that we thought we had. So it's something we talk about an awful lot.
Final.
Getting to state, getting to Rupp Arena, but also getting to Richmond. We're blessed to have 2 state tournaments and 2 shots at it, and it's certainly having them at our place on Friday night is a game that we've definitely had circled on our schedule. Not to disrespectful to the other teams, but we want this one. We know what happened last year, and our guys want it, and they talk about it. They're hungry for it, and I'm really excited about Friday night.
Well, we definitely are as well. Greg, you got anything else?
Yeah, just real quick, Ross, that game has gone final. St. Henry 54, Newcath 42. Talk about St. Henry a little bit. Obviously, you all have your hands full Friday night, but at the same time, I know you all got a chip on your shoulder, and you match up well with them.
Absolutely. So, Wyatt Veith, he's a very talented player here in the Northern Kentucky region, a scorer, a guy that can go get his, and very talented. And a lot of people talk about him, but Jude Bessler.
Yeah.
Jude Bessler is a really tremendous player who he's a big, he can step out. He shot over 40% from 3 last year.
Yep.
Really underrated in the 9th region, in my opinion. And then they got a lot of good players around those
Cody
2 guys.
Teaton.
Yeah, absolutely. A big body, and that's something, that's going to be a challenge for our guys. We haven't played against a true big center like Brossart had one, but we haven't played against such a big body yet, and that's going to be a challenge for our guys, along with everybody else, that their role players really are good at their role. And I thought last year, that's kind of where they got us last year. We only had 3 guys score, if I remember right. We only had 3 guys in the box score. Whereas their role players, I think, hit some key threes down the stretch. And once we played them a second time last year, our role players stepped up and some guys stepped up, and we put it on them on their senior night. But it's not the same when you lose out on a state tournament and they go on to get a a state championship. But I think our role players this year are, and even saying role players, I think that's demeaning to them because they're more than that. We've got guys that can absolutely get it done on any given night. And the way the ball is moving this year, I can guarantee you we're going to have more than three guys that score the bucket on Friday night.
Well, it should be a tremendous game, and we are so happy for you guys to have a shot at this, and we can't wait. Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. We're going to get our guy Sam Stacy in here to talk about his 8-point Deion Waiters heat check.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Didn't miss a shot tonight.
Yeah,
Played
I love
well.
it.
Yeah.
And Ross, congratulations. I understand congratulations are in order to your son Carson.
Yes, he's very
That's
excited.
awesome.
He's
Accepted to Ignite Institute, so getting
Yeah.
it done in the classroom. That's
Hey.
awesome.
Ever since he was a little kid, he's always wanted to go to Purdue to be an engineer.
Good
and
for
so
him, man.
for him,
How
that's
awesome is that?
That's one.
Listen,
He set his goals, and today he got his acceptance
Ju-
letter, so he was pretty excited.
Just let them know, as someone that may or may not have gone to Purdue for some parties in my younger years.
Oh boy.
It is an engineering school, so
Yes,
keep
it
that
is.
in
I'm
mind.
not sure if he'll meet his future wife there, but
that's
you
what
know
I'm,
what?
that-
He's going to
that's
get it.
what I'm
He's
alluding
gonna
to.
get a
So,
degree.
so thank you for stepping up because I was trying to find a way to be politically correct about where I was going there. So you got me off the hook there, Ross.
No doubt.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, you're good. Sam, congratulations, fantastic performance.
Thank you, man.
Craig, let me read through this stat sheet here for our man Sam Stacy. All right, 10.5 minutes play, 8 points, 4 of 4 shooting. Let's see, it looks like 8 rebounds. That's a heck of a performance. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
How are you feeling right now?
Oh, man, I feel great. Just want to give a big shout out to all my teammates that helped me and push me every day in practice. And they're who I'm competing against, so it makes rebounding a whole lot easier when you're going against the varsity team every day.
Great. There it is, chemistry.
That's right.
They
That's
just get
absolutely
it.
correct, man.
That's
I love
awesome. So talk about the win. How obviously it's not a win. We knew we were going to win coming in. Just a kind of a mismatch. But how important was it to start off this All-A Classic? The run you guys want to make with a win like this.
Oh, yeah, it just kickstarts our energy. We're huge on energy, and every day in practice, that's what we're all about. And so before the locker room heading in, we just knew we had to take care of business, and we came out and did just that and got a lot of inexperienced players like me a whole lot of playing time. So that's what it's all about.
What's it like playing with this group of seniors? You've got 5 just outstanding, top-end seniors that, they can pretty much do it all. What's it like for you, to play with those guys every day, to learn from those guys, to kind of, soak up their knowledge and experience?
It's absolutely amazing, and you really can't even describe it. They're role models every day when you come into practice, and they just set the standard, and they set the standard really high. And everybody's trying to compete with them, and it just makes us better all around.
Greg, you got
I always remember, in college, our coach would always say, whenever there was a big win, he would always talk about the guys that didn't get to play a lot, because those were the guys that pushed the starters in practice every day, and how important they were to the overall success of the team. And it's funny, at the time, I'm thinking, yeah, whatever, coach, whatever. You know what I mean? Now you're older,
Yeah.
and you look at things from a different perspective, and you realize how true that is.
crucial.
Coach Ross was very complimentary of the effort you bring every day in practice. You're the big man on the scout team. You're the one banging on the boards, playing good defense. Just talk about what you bring to the table and the energy and enthusiasm that you bring to practice every day.
Well, I mean, you come into practice every day, especially during the All-A week. You know that you're going to be playing the scout team the whole week, and so you come in every day just trying to compete and get the varsity squad wherever they need to go, and trying to prepare them as much as possible for our next opponent. And so we just try our best, and scrapping is part of that, and giving 110% effort every day. It's every bit of it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So as everybody knows, that jump from sophomore to junior year, you gotta find your role. You have to develop. You have to get better. You have to contribute. I'm sure that from your sophomore year to in the off season, how important was it for you to work to get better, to develop not only your basketball skills but your body and your athleticism? How hard did you work in the off season?
Oh well, especially now being a two-sport athlete. The off season is huge for both of your sports, and it's always challenging having another sport always going on, and you got to be working at both sports simultaneously. So time in the weight room, time in the gym, time on the baseball field is important all the time, and you just got to find time to squeeze in some shooting or some lifting to get better.
For those that don't know Sam Stacy, talk about life outside of basketball. Talk about your favorite class or other hobbies, other activities, things like that.
Sam Stacy's a pretty fun guy.
I love it. I love it.
I love it. This is amazing. This is amazing. Continue.
I want to hang out with you, Sam.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Pretty fun guy. A lot of people don't know. I like to play the piano.
Awesome.
That's my
Okay.
hobby. My hobby off the court. So a lot of times at my house, and I'm just chillaxing. I'll probably be either on Call of Duty,
Nice.
running some games, or playing the piano.
Nice.
So yeah.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
So I just want to ask, what age did you start playing basketball?
I started playing it before baseball, so I think at age or before baseball. My fault. I think at age 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you fall in love with basketball? What was the moment where you were like, God, I love this?
My first game.
Okay, what do you remember
My
about
first
it? Tell
game.
us about it.
I scored for the other team.
Okay.
My
there
first
we
game.
go. Great. It's
But,
happened to all of us.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right, man.
Happened to all of us. But I mean, just the energy and just the nonstop play. A lot of people say baseball is a slow sport. So I mean, just the energy and the liveliness of basketball is so fun, and when you're playing well, it just makes it that much better. So it's awesome.
What's your greatest basketball memory during since that first game? Like, what's the one that you're like, God, that was awesome?
Greatest basketball memory.
Yeah.
Probably tonight now.
Yeah.
Probably
love it.
tonight now.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Okay.
Sam, one of my favorite
Yeah.
plays you made tonight. You got an offensive rebound. You took 1 or 2 dribbles, and then popped a little bit of a fadeaway jumper there.
Yes, sir.
That was
man.
awesome.
I loved
That
it.
was-
That
that
was
was a
nice.
great
That was
play.
a
Yes,
great
sir.
play.
How'd that feel?
Oh, absolutely amazing. I mean, when you try that stuff, just messing around every day, when you come in and shoot and then you see it, muscle memory. You see it happen, muscle
Yeah.
memory in a game. You're like, what did I just do? And it's all that work shooting, and it's just really nice.
Biggest basketball influences, coaches, family. Who are the people that have helped get you to where you are today?
My dad, 110%. He's the person with me every day in the gym. A lot of people don't know he played college basketball, and so he's just always pushed me. And there have been a couple fights in the gym.
Hey, spirited. It's a spirited thing.
Right,
Yeah.
over me not having my elbow in on my shot, but I mean he helps me 110% of the way and asks for absolutely zero thanks. And so he's 110% my biggest influence.
That's awesome.
Well, Sam, so you just answered my next question, because what I was going to get at is, obviously I knew your dad played basketball, had a nice career at Georgetown. My dad was a basketball player. He played at St. Joe's of Indiana. And, man, I tell you what, are there times, my dad pushed me like you. There was certainly some fights and probably some hard feelings and some things said that shouldn't be said. I'm sure there's times you just want to be like, Dad, shut up, leave me alone.
Right, yeah. And that's happened before. But you always call back to him.
That's right.
You always call back to him.
Short-term
Well-
memory with that
Well,
kind of
and
stuff.
I can guarantee you that your dad is very proud right now. So
Absolutely.
congratulations on that.
Thank
Last
you.
question.
Hey, even though he didn't stick around for your interview, so you
Oh,
tell him
he
I'm giving him a hard
gets
time
outta
about
here.
this. All right.
Listen. That guy, he loves watching you play basketball. But last thing I have for you: how far can this team go?
Oh, all the way. However far we want to go. Again, I'm just gonna keep on hitting the energy that we bring, and every day at practice. I mean, it's fun. It's energetic. It's amazing. And so as long as we play like we did tonight and we share the ball, the team can do whatever we want to. We can do whatever we want.
Awesome, Greg.
Sam, just keep up the great work, man.
Absolutely.
I can't say enough how important it is to this program to have guys like you around. So, you know, it's you make alumni like us proud, man. So
Yeah.
Yes,
keep
sir.
up the great work,
Appreciate
buddy.
it. Thank you.
Congratulations, buddy. Fantastic game. Take that memory to bed with you, and we will. We're going to see a lot more of that. I
Absolutely.
think.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all for having me.
Hey.
Oh, thank you, Sam.
First of many, I believe. First of many.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Take care, buddy.
Man, I'm telling you, Coach Getz has got these kids in interview classes.
No
Good Lord,
doubt,
what a great
man.
that kid.
No
They could put together a broadcast team with some of these guys the way they
Buddy, man, if
handle these questions rapid fire. It's unbelievable.
If I had to do this type of thing when I was a junior or senior, I'd probably be tongue-tied and
Same thing.
tripping over myself the whole time.
I know. What a great interview. What a great young man. Really cool to hear him that excited about tonight. So, with that, we are going to go ahead and sign off, and we want to thank Tim Lillard and Brandon Von Braun for their technological expertise tonight, helping us get Boxcast up and running. Without them, this doesn't work. Katie, thank you for everything you do. Simply amazing. Greg, good job by you.
Thanks, buddy. You all make me look good, man. I'm just here to keep a seat warm sometimes.
All right, our next broadcast will be Friday night, semifinals of the All-A Classic. Best game in the state of Kentucky.
No doubt. That's going to be a fun one.
Beechwood versus St. Henry. Rematch time. I cannot wait, Greg. All right, Katie, Greg, have a great rest of your week until Friday.
Back in 48 hours, brother.
Yes, sir. Go Tigers. Thank you, everyone.